And we are going to content use of this meeting is being sent to the third party. Concern sharing information on users with access to the third party service can watch or share content with others. Okay. Now I'm going to share the screen so that we'll start the class with the PPTs. Okay. Give me a second. I want to share the screen.
Hey, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes. You can see the screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, done. Let's start the class, social etiquettes. First, anyone tell me what is meant by social etiquettes? Okay, I'll tell you. What is meant by social etiquettes means usually the people's behavior, which we behave with the others in a like with your friends or families or the unknown people, which will be acceptable, or the behavior which we learn in our life through others with their experience or from our own experience is called the social etiquettes. Okay, now let's go for the how to invite and how to accept and refuse invitations. This is our in block 2. This is unit 4, first topic, how to invite and how to accept and how to refuse invitations. See, what are invitations? Actually, invitations are, I told you, invitations will be of two types: informal oral invitations and formal oral invitations, and informal written invitations and formal written invitations. Usually, this in this century, it was being like nowadays we are using most of the invitations through mobile itself, like sending an invitation in a typing a message or sending the soft copy of the wedding card or any birthday party cards. In we are simply put it in the WhatsApp and inviting them, not instead of calling them or going to their home like that. Before it was not like that. Before the invitations, like they used to travel so much of distance to go for their relatives to invite them for any parties or birthday parties or any functions. People used to go by themselves. They travel, they go, and they invite them orally as well as in a written part. Like they used to give the invitation cards or wedding cards or the birthday parties. They used to call them orally, invite them orally, and as well as in a written way. But nowadays the time has been changed. The technology has been it's been modernized. People, the way of people thinking is changed. Now what they are doing, they are preparing a soft copy or a design of the party invitations or the wedding invitations or etc etc. They are just putting the soft copy in a group or in a WhatsApp status or sending them personally. They didn't even use to call them to invite them personally. Just it's like a formal, like okay, I'll just keep the message. Whether they may come or may not come, they won't bother. They just put a message, and they don't even care whether they come or not, and they didn't even care whether they have seen the message or not, etc. Nowadays these are the situations I'm just explaining in a normal way. Now let's go for this topic, oral invitations. Informal, what are the informal oral invitations? These are the few sentences which are the examples of the informal oral invitations. What is the difference between, first tell me, informal and formal invitations? Anyone?
Formal we use for business invitations.
Mm,
Business persons they use formal invitations, oral.
mm. Okay, informal.
For friends, family members.
Yes, correct. Correct. Very good. So informal means usually we use this informal type of invitations for our near and dear, like friends and family members, our relatives, etc. And formal means usually the place we work for our boss, or in which we are under working, or the people who are working under us. So this comes under the formal invitations. Let's see some few sentences. Can anyone read out, or shall I read?
We will read, ma'am. You should read, ma'am.
Yeah, please come on.
UKG students are texting, ma'am.
Sorry, who is texting?
UKG students.
UKG students. I didn't get you. Is there any problem with the screen?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, it is clear only. You can carry on.
Yeah, okay. Is anybody there to read this, or shall I start with this?
Informal
I
invitation,
will
ma'am.
read it.
Yeah, informal oral invitation. See, Minu, come in, sit down, and taste this new dish. This is one type of. Whom do you think this sentence has been happening between which persons? Between.
Mother and daughter, maybe relatives in house, relatives house, maybe.
Brother and sister.
Maybe friends.
Yeah.
Neighbors also.
Mostly this will happen mostly between the friends. See,
Yeah,
suppose
friends.
if you are there in your house, your friend came, you'll call upon them, come and sit down and taste this new dish. Rajesh, why don't you look at this painting Kala made? Mostly this sentence also in between the friends. How about going to a movie tonight, Sajid? This
Friend.
sentence also friends, correct. Join us for a cup of tea, Rishi. Why don't you?
Maybe.
Colleague.
Maybe colleagues.
Colleague.
Would you like to have some? Oh, sorry. Would you like to have some cool drink, Hasina? Do step inside and have a piece of this cake. You must taste this mangoes. See, each of these sentence are about the are direct oral invitation. Means there the speaker is asking directly to the person in front of them. These are the direct invitations. So if you have noticed, the speaker addresses the listener by his or her first name and uses a sentence structure that is quite informal. In all the sentences, most of this speaker used their name like Minu, Rajesh, Sajid, Rishi, Hasina. Only the last two sentences are not having the names. So most of the sentences are having their names. So the speaker is asking them directly with their name. The sentence first and the sixth one is used as an imperative sentence. As you can see, these sentences begin with the verb come and do step. Yes. And with a small different sentences. So uses of example or imperative form of verb, whereas sentence 6 uses the imperative form of the verb along with the do step. What is meant by imperative sentence? Anyone? The sentences which we call it as imperative. Why they are called as imperative?
The sentences because they imply something.
Okay. They request something or they offer an advice or giving an instructions. These sentences comes under the imperative sentences. And okay, let's go for the second sentence. They use as question why. Why don't you look at this painting? So it's asking for a reason. It's used as simple informal invitation. Let's go for the sentence 3. In this sentence 3, the word how about, it's a question word. How about going to a movie tonight? In the sentence 4, it's an imperative sentence like 1 and 6 with but a difference. Here the main part of the sentence is followed by a tag question. Why don't you? So this is another mark of informality in spoken English. Here, and the next one, why don't you? Yes or no? Do step inside and have yes. Sentence 7 used as the you must taste these mangoes. Used as a modal auxiliary verb, must, and this verb is used to persuade a friend to do something quite empathically. Empathically means what? Empathically. In a forceful way. You have to. They use the word must. Must. This word will be used when you are forcing someone you have to do. Got my point?
No, ma'am.
Which one? Which sentence? Is it a last sentence?
Yes.
You must taste this mangoes. You must leave the meeting now. If I say anything, the sentence like this, the word must be used only when we are forcefully asking them. We are asking them to do it now.
Imperative sentence.
Yes. If you have your
Not-
textbooks with you, open the textbook page number 59. Did you started reading your textbooks? The students who
No,
joined
ma'am.
in the last class, I told them to start reading the textbooks. Only you'll get the knowledge or information by reading the textbooks only. Don't depend on any other study materials. Read the textbooks thoroughly. You will get the information or knowledge, whatever you want. You can answer the questions as well. Start reading the textbooks and start practicing the letter writings and the sentences changing, etc. Now,
Okay, ma'am.
in page number 59, you have given a box like given sentence and just change your sentences. So each of these is an informal expression, is a nice way of inviting your friends to do something. So these forms are almost always interchangeable. For instance, look at the below table where each sentence is transformed into some other structure. First, Minu, come in, sit down and taste this new dish. And taste this new dish. Okay. The changed sentence is Minu, why don't you come in and sit down and taste this new dish? Actually, in the first given sentence, the second line comes to the changed sentence. Minu, come and sit down and taste this new dish. Second sentence has been changed like, Minu, why don't you come in, sit down and taste this new dish? Next one, Rajesh, why don't you look at this painting Kala made? Rajesh, you must look at this painting Kala made. How about going to a movie tonight, Sajid? Do let us go to a movie, Sajid. These sentences, given sentence and the changed sentences, both comes under the informal expressions. But the vocabulary, the words has been changed. Join us for a cup of tea, Rishi. Why don't you? Rishi, do join us for a cup of tea. Would you like some cool drink, Hasina? Hasina, why don't you have a cool drink? Do step inside and have a piece of cake. Step inside and have a piece of cake. You must eat these mangoes. Come on, do taste these mangoes. Understood?
Yeah, we are changing informal sentences into formal sentence.
It's not a informal into formal. Both are same, but the words which they have been used, expressions, are changed. Each of these are the informal expressions only, but the way of expressing the words is different with our friends. Two sentences belong to informal expressions, informal invitations. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next, let us now turn to inviting people for some functions or program you may have in your house. Look at the following sentence. Would you care to come to my birthday party tonight? I would like you to come to my house for my birthday party. Can anyone tell me one sentence? Suppose if your housewarming ceremony is there, how will you call your friends? One sentence. You can use these sentences as well. You can use these expressions. Anyone? How would you call upon your friend for your housewarming ceremony? Anyone can try whether it is correct or wrong?
Hey Rajesh, I'm planning to have my housewarming ceremony this Sunday, so I would like to invite you to join us.
I would. Sorry.
Was I audible, ma'am?
Yes, it's now.
Okay, so the invitation was, hi Rajesh, I'm planning to have a housewarming ceremony this Sunday, so I would like to invite you, and it would be nice for you to join us.
Okay, it sounds like some formal. Okay, but you can start the sentence directly by naming your friend, and you can call upon him for your housing ceremony. Then you can tell when and where it was. Okay, that it's a good try. Good.
Rajesh, why don't you join us for a housewarming ceremony?
Yes, correct. This is a way when you have to start a informal invitations orally. Let's go for the next slide. Oral invitations, formal oral invitations. When we go for the formal oral invitations, right. Sir, I would like to invite you to my son's naming ceremony. I have built a house, Mr. Sharma, and I would be happy if you could come for the house warming ceremony. Would you like to come to my new house for lunch, sir? There is a small puja function this Sunday afternoon. I was wondering if you would come this Sunday. Okay. I would be obliged if you could grace the occasion of my son's naming ceremony. See, all these sentences, they did not mention the name of the listener or the name person whom they are calling. Mostly they started the sentence with like sir, and they started the sentence with first inviting them. Later, like I have built a house. I would like to invite you. Would you like to come to my? I was wondering. I would be obliged if you should. So these sentences, formal, most of the formal sentences starts with this type of sentences, this language expressions. And each sentence uses different formal expressions or sentence structure for inviting the people. Some are like a straightforward. See, sir, I would like to invite you to my son's naming ceremony. This is a very straightforward invitation, directly to the point. Second one states the reason for inviting and then uses a conditional clause. See, second sentence, I have built a house. First, they had mentioned the reason. I have built a house, Mr. Sharma, and I would be happy if you could come for the housewarming ceremony. First, they had mentioned the reason why they should attend the function. Then their expression like, I would feel happy if you attend the function. This is not a straightforward one. This is like a reason. They are showing the reason why they should come to the party. Next one uses third sentence uses an interrogative sentence structure. Again in English, this structure is frequently used for being polite and formal. Would you like to come to my new house for lunch, sir? There is a small puja function this Sunday afternoon. And this one like interrogative sentence. Would you like to come to my new house? New house for lunch. So there is a small puja. I was wondering, a fourth sentence makes you yet another politeness marker in English. I was wondering if they use the sentence, I was wondering if you would come to this Sunday. This sentence is quite polite, showing the quite politeness of the speaker. Last one is almost Frisian. Its structure and meaning. We generally do not use I would be obliged if you could type of sentence structure unless it is really great and distinguished person that you're inviting for a program or the ceremonial function. Till here, oral invitations, formal and informal. Understood the concept? Formal invitations mostly we use for the persons under we work, or the persons who are working under us or in a higher authorities, etc., etc. Informal oral invitations we usually in between our friends and family members, close friends, relatives, etc. And language expressions will be different from the formal and the informal invitations. Till here understood? Any doubts?
I'm good, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, let's go for the next slide. See, you can see the picture. By seeing this, what did you understood? Your inviter, we are dreaming from year to year because we want you here. What do you think is this?
The person is quite famous, maybe a celebrity or someone.
Okay. Do you think this is a formal invitation written or the writing?
It's an
and
informal written invitation.
Correct. Very good. Correct. It's an informal written invitation. See, as I told you before, the people started inviting people in a different way by creating this type of invitations, and they are forwarding it to the in a WhatsApp or any through other social media. They are inviting the people, and these are the few language expressions. You are invited. We are reading from ear to ear because we want you here. See, let us begin with writing informal invitation. In a spoken invitation, our speech is direct and generally the person is right in front of us. But in the written invitation, the person is away from us in space and event time. Naturally, written invitations are slightly longer, even though they are informal. See, oral invitations are every time the conversation will be from direct person to person, because the speaker will be the listener will be in front of you every time when you invite them. But this written invitations are different. The people, why we use written invitations means the people who are far away from us, we used to have these written invitations. See, invitation to a birthday party in page number 61, you can see. Hi Kavita, I'm going to celebrate my 18th birthday on 16th January. Okay, that is next Sunday. At my place, nothing big, just a small group of close friends and some food we love, burgers and pizzas. You must come. Anita. Invitation to a simple wedding. My dear George, just imagine what a confirmed bachelor I was. But soon that state is going to change. I'm getting married to Meena, our next door neighbor. Nothing fancy, just a simple registered marriage followed by lunch. I do hope you're in town. Your presence is must. This will be at Sitara Function Hall at 12:30 on 6th April. Chetan. Invitation to a publishing event. Kaveri, my dearest friend, I am writing this note to you for a special occasion. Finally, after working so hard, my book is getting published by the Scholars Press Hyderabad. The program will take place on next Sunday at 5:30 in the evening at the Press Club in Abbots. I very much want you to come and share my sense of achievement. Please don't disappoint me. See, if you see these invitations, the language expressions they have used. I'm going to celebrate 18th birthday on 16th, so the next Sunday at my place. Nothing big, just a small group of close friends. They use small, it's like a small party, and they're inviting only the small few group of people which are very close to them. The invitation is so simple and the language expressions are so simple. And for the wedding invitation, see, your presence is must. They have used the language expression like your presence is must. In next one, invitation to a publishing event. I very much want you to come and share my sense of achievement. So in these three sentences, it's like between the friends, and they want the people to come do attend their function. So this is the reason they use this type of sentences. Your presence is must, and I very much want you to come and share my sense of achievement. Please don't disappoint me. These sentences we use only for the informal invitations. Understood? Shall we go for the next slide? Anyone respond? Shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, just go through this. Sarah and Jacob request the pleasure of your company to celebrate their marriage Saturday, 31st July 2022 at 1 p.m. St. Mary's Church, Ashford, Kent, TN 249DQ, RSVP by 31st March 2022 at sarah@paperpark.com. So what do you think is a formal or the informal invitation card? Mr. Arto and Mrs. Manochu Artinian together with Mr. Anglo and Mr. Vensinja. It was honor of your presence to celebrate the marriage of the children, Viana and Alessandro, Saturday, October 11, 2014 at 3 p.m. Paraiso Saint Richard Otmar 1117 Lavier West, Montreat, Quebec, H2V. Cocktails and reception to follow at Restaurant Waitress at 6 p.m. 1504 Shelbrook Street West, Montreal, Quebec. So what do you think of these two invitations? Whether they are the formal invitations or the informal written invitations? These two invitations comes under the formal invitations. First, they directly get into the point. First, they mention the people whom they are inviting and directly to the point. They did not mention any of the language expressions like must and your presence should be there. Please don't disappoint me. These type of sentences are not at all used in this formal invitations. You have more examples in page number 62 and 63 as well. You can see one, Mr. and Mrs. J.P. Joshi request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter Sunita to Ashok, son of Mr. and Mrs. Ping, on Thursday, 22 March 2018 at the Fortune Function Hall, Kukatpalli. No gifts, please. Here is another marriage invitation. You can see this. Let us note the various features of invitations above. The name of the sender is prominently mentioned. The purpose of the invitation is clearly stated. The time, place, and venue are clearly mentioned. The language contains expressions as solicit and presence, to grace an occasion, to attend the program, to participate in the program. These language expressions are polite and create a good impression on others. These language expressions comes under the formal invitations, formal written invitations. Now, how to accept the invitation? Still now we'll check about the inviting people. Now, how to accept the invitations? Way of accepting informal oral invitations. See, oh wow, Nina, sure, I'll be there. Count on me in. Thank you. I would like love to attend the party. Sorry.
Afternoon.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Afternoon.
Yes, thanks. I'm sure that will be great fun. Okay.
Ma'am?
Yes.
My name is Mahika First, ma'am.
Sorry.
My name is Mahika First.
Okay. Go on.
Ma'am, page number, ma'am?
1 second. Page number 64.
64, ma'am.
Yes. You can see the screen as well. Okay, all right. Of course, I'll be there. Yes, sure. Why not? Thanks, definitely. These are few expressions we use when we accept the oral invitations in a formal way. Let's go for the next slide. Way of accepting the formal oral invitations.
How to accept invitations, ma'am?
Yes. Check page number 65. Formal acceptance of invitations. Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, sir. I'm sure I will attend the dinner party. Thank you very much, Mr. Mathur. I will certainly be there for your housewarming party. Oh, thank you, dear. Mr. Sinha, for the dinner invitation. That would be great or wonderful. Many thanks. I'm looking forward to being there. What is a common point in all these sentences? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
What is a common point in all these sentences?
Common pointer.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Good. More? See, we use the language expressions in the formal, like thank you is a common in everything, and we mention them as Mr. or Mrs. or Miss. We use these language expressions in a formal invitations while accepting the formal invitations. Mr., Mrs. or Miss and thank you is a common words which we use when we are accepting the oral invitations, formal oral invitations. And they had given few more examples. Thank you, sir, but I will have to check my diary. Thank you, ma'am, but I have been invited. Actually, these are, yes, okay. Well, thanks, of course, sir, but I might have an appointment with the dentist here. Receptionist was going to confirm it by afternoon. Thank you very much, but I could confirm this afterwards. All these sentences, whether they are accepting or they're refusing. Can you, anyone?
Yeah, ma'am.
Are they refusing or they are accepting?
Accepting, ma'am.
Accepting these sentences. Thank you, sir, but I have to check my diary. Thank you, ma'am, but I have been invited to deliver a lecture. Is it okay if I come a little late? Well, thanks, of course, sir, but I might have an appointment with the dentist. Her receptionist was going to confirm it by afternoon. Oh, thanks, Mr. Aziz. Someone has taken my appointment to meet me at this time, but I will certainly see if I can manage to come. Thanks very much, but could I confirm this afterwards?
Refusing.
Refusing. It's not comes under the refusing. They are accepting, but still they have some reasons, though. But though they will
Pending.
try to, yes, though yes, it's in a pending way. Though they will try to attend the party or the meeting or the function, but they are just telling them that there is a problem for attending the party and giving the reason, correct reason for their rejection or acceptance, etc. Next, how to refuse the invitations. Refusing an informal oral invitation. Sorry, Ajay, I can't. Loads of assignment to finish. Oh gosh, I'm so tired of work. Just can't. Extremely sorry, but impossible. I would love to attend your book publication, but I have to go to Chennai for some urgent work. Oh, Geeta, I'm so sorry. I can't attend your sister's marriage. I have an interview to attend on a very day, means the same day. So these are the language expressions which we use to refuse any invitations in the informal oral invitations. Means with our friends or our family members or family friends, etc. We use this type of language expressions. First, we'll say sorry to them because we are unable to attend their party, and the same way we'll give the reason why we are unable to attend the party or to the function. Refusing formal oral invitations. I'm so terribly sorry, Miss Nathan. Yes. I think page number 67.
How to refuse invitations, no, ma'am?
How to refuse invitations, correct.
Sorry, Ajay, that's one, ma'am. Refusing informal or oral invitations.
Yes, I mean refusing formal oral invitations.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I'm so terribly sorry, Ms. Nathan. I'm afraid I'm unable to attend the program. Thank you inviting me, sir, but I'm not sure I will be in the town on that day. I'm so happy you thought of me, Miss Julekha. I would really have loved to attend the program of your facilitation at the hands of Professor Deshpande, but I have agreed to give lectures in Pune on the same day. Thank you for your invitation, Mr. Power. But I have an appointment that day, which is very difficult to miss. I'm very sorry, ma'am, that I will not be able to attend your son's birthday party. I have to take my daughter for a consultation. The loss is all mine. Yes. So these are the formal way of refusing or rejecting the refusing. You can say refusing, not rejecting. Refusing the oral invitations. Shall we go for the next one? How to express sympathy and the condolences. Before going that, you can go with page number 69. Check your progress. Classify these sentences into formal and informal invitations. How about joining me for lunch tomorrow? Is it an informal or the formal sentence? How about joining me for lunch tomorrow?
Informal.
Correct. Can anyone change this into formal sentence?
Would you like to join me for lunch tomorrow?
Ma'am?
Okay. Yes.
Ma'am, page number, ma'am?
Page
Six.
number 69. I will be grateful if you could join me and my wife for lunch tomorrow. Is it formal or informal?
Formal, ma'am.
Formal. Can anyone change this
Very
into
formal,
informal? Can anyone change this sentence into informal? Okay. I would be so happy if you grace the occasion with your presence.
Ma'am, is it from textbook?
Sorry?
Is it from textbook, ma'am?
Yes, textbook. Page number 69.
Okay.
Ma'am, page number?
69.
69.
Yes.
Ma'am, how to express sympathy and condolence?
Sorry.
How to express sympathy and condolences?
No, the before page. I did not start at unit 5. I was in unit 4 only. After page number 68, actually the page number has not mentioned. So after 68, you can check that. Check your progress.
Check your progress.
Yes. I would be so happy if you grace the occasion with your presence. Is it a formal or informal?
Formal.
Formal sentence. Hey
Yes,
chaps,
formal.
come on in. Help yourself on this hot chocolate.
Informal.
Informal.
Neetu, why don't you just hop in for dinner?
Informal.
Informal.
I would be very happy if you could bless my child on his birthday
Formal.
tomorrow evening.
Formal.
Formal.
Guys, don't stand on ceremony, just start eating.
Informal.
Informal.
Okay, how can you say it's informal?
Guys, he
Correct.
directly said the sentence.
Yes, correct. Direct to the point. Correct. Check the next one. Here are the few invitations. Look at them and answer the following questions. See this invitation. Dear friends, you're almost cordially invited to attend the wedding reception and bless our newly wed daughter, Kalanjali, and her husband, Ritesh, who got married in Dubai last month. When you and etc. mentioned there. So who has sent the invitation?
Srimati and Sri S.K. Rao.
Correct. Who is being invited?
Friends.
Correct. What is the purpose of the invitation?
Marriage invitation.
Yes,
Wedding reception.
reception. It's a reception. Where is the venue?
Abir Function Hall, Jubilee Hills.
Correct. What is the time?
From 6 to 9:30 p.m.
Yes, correct.
6:30 to 9:30 p.m.
Yes, correct. Let's go for this. How to express the sympathy and condolences. See, you can see a picture on the screen. Nothing will ever be the same again, and it is all right to grieve and ask questions. I may not have any answer to give you, but I will listen and be there for you. I share in your sorrow and pain during this time that you have lost your husband, and my sincere condolences go out to you. This is a type of way to express our sympathy. Actually, what are the situations we use? We show our sympathy or condolences.
Someone lost person.
Okay, when anyone lost their person near and dear. Okay, mostly this will be the reason if they met with an accident or they lost something.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Page number, ma'am?
Page number 74.
5.
74.
Four.
Page number 74, and they had given some oral expressions of sympathy. See, Lata, I'm out of job now. Oh God, I'm so sorry to hear this. My mother slept in the garden. Now she has a severe back pain. Oh, what an awful thing to happen to auntie at her age. I lost my purse in the train. Someone stole it when I was sleeping. What an unfortunate thing. I hope there wasn't a lot of money in it. The wall of our old house collapsed yesterday in the terrible rain. Now that's horrifying. Really? Was anyone injured? I didn't get the job. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, but I will get another. Don't worry. So you can see some language expressions like, oh God, what an awful thing. What an unfortunate thing. That's horrifying, really. I'm so sorry. So these are the types of language expressions when we are showing the sympathy towards others in a different situations. See, oh God, awful thing, unfortunate thing. Now that's horrifying. Oh, I'm so sorry to learn. And few more sentences they had given. Really, that's bad. Don't tell me that. Oh no, how terrible. That's shocking. How unfortunate. How tragic it was. And you can see on the screen the written expressions of sympathy. When we are very far to them and we are unable to speak to them orally, we use this type of written expressions of the sympathy. And they had given in page number 75 few examples. Let's go for page number 76 in a quick way. Expressing condolences. Condolences. You can see the picture.
Ma'am,
It's
what does
terrible.
it mean, condolences?
It's a same thing. 1 second, I'll tell you. See, there will be serious issues like death,
Okay,
and
okay.
there will more external dialogues. Well, sympathy is different, and this is a sympathy. The picture which I'm showing. Condolences is if someone lost their near and dear one. At that situations, we use this condolence. You can see in the news, they'll show whenever the famous people, like they'll also say in the show my deepest condolences to their family. They use this type of expressions. Sympathy is different, condolences is different. You can see page number 76, few sentences. Suraj, Lalita, I'm so exceedingly sorry that your sister passed away with pneumonia and she was so young too.
Page number?
I'm 76. I'm flabbergasted to hear the
Page
news
number?
of your 76. 76. Expressing condolences.
Yes, ma'am.
You can see the picture as well. Death brings pain. This is a way of expressing their condolences. You can see the screen as well and see the textbook page number 76. Rita, I heard the awful news about your mother. That's such a terrible loss. Such a kind person. She helped me whenever I was in distress. I have no words to express my grief. Ashok, what a terrible news. There are no words that can console you, I know, but please believe me that I'm with you in this dark hour. Anjum, Meena, I can't even imagine how much you have suffered in your life. And now, this terrible news about your brother's accident, I hope he didn't suffer much. So, these are you can see, exceedingly sorry. Flabbergasted to hear the news of your father's demise. I heard the awful news and the terrible news. What a terrible news. And in the last, I can't even imagine. So these are the expressions, language expressions we use to show our condolences. Like there was not imagination for means if we don't expect. See, death is a situation which we don't expect any time. We don't expect that this person will die in this time. This person will die in this time. So we don't expect. So whenever the unexpected situations comes, we show the condolences, and these are the language expressions we use in that type of situations. Formal, and in this also we have the formal way of showing and the informal way of showing the expressions. Please go through this lesson. Start reading from today itself.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you for your kind words of sympathy. It meant a lot to me. Thank you very much. Thank you. We deeply appreciate and gratefully acknowledge your kind expression of sympathy. It will always be remembered by the family of Jensen. See, these are the written expressions while they received the sympathy or the condolences through others. And this is the written way of expressing How to next go for the unit 6, how to lodge a complaint and tender apologies. See, what are the situations we lodge a complaint? Mostly, what are the situations we lodge a complaint? Anyone? In what type of situations we lodge a complaint, whether it is written or the oral?
Both, ma'am.
Oral, ma'am.
Okay,
Both.
I'm asking, what will be the situation? What will be the
Theft.
situations?
Theft.
Theft. Okay. More.
Bank.
Mm,
Polite.
okay. Yes.
Polite.
Polite.
Harassment.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Harassment.
Harassment is
Harassment. Harassment. Correct. Correct. Okay.
school life complaints are different, ma'am. When we complain to teacher.
Mm. Okay.
Apologize.
Apologies. Okay. Apologies. Apologies are different. Okay. Let's go for this lodging a complaint. Suppose you bought something through online. You ordered something and you got something other. At this type of situations also, mostly these are the common situation nowadays. You lodge a complaint. You ordered something and you received something and you lodge a complaint, right? And one more
Yeah,
situation.
like when we scam.
Satisfied.
Yes. Yes.
Satisfied.
Huh?
Satisfied.
Satisfied
Yes, ma'am.
means if you are not satisfied with the product, that is a different thing, different situation.
Yes, ma'am.
Misbehaving, ma'am.
When we are
Yeah.
scammed.
Yeah. Misbehaving. Mm. Okay.
Ma'am,
Sorry.
angry.
Angry.
Yes, ma'am.
When someone are angry on you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, correct. So lodging a complaint also, we have the formal and the informal type of complaints. Okay. First, how to lodge a complaint? Let's see this. Let's go quick to page number 84 once. Page number 84. Column A, column B. 1 second.
Ma'am, I will read this now. Column A, column.
1 second. Page number 84. Check your progress. Column A, column B. See, look what you have done to the newspaper. And what will be the answer for it from column B?
It is sitting hungry without any milk.
No,
No, ma'am.
no. It's
It
lying
is
all.
all crumpled on the floor.
Yes, correct. Mary, how could you ignore the kitten?
The
I did not sleep at all.
No, it is sitting hungry without any milk. It's a kitten, no?
milk. No.
It is sitting hungry without any milk. Okay, Govind, you forgot to give uncle the message for the meeting. What could be the answer?
Crumpled on the floor.
No, that's a newspaper. They could
They
not
could not take any
correct,
decision about the dates of the program.
correct. Sunetra, I'm so upset with you. You forgot to switch the gas stove off.
The milk boiled over.
You will have
Anish, I'm so sorry to say that your dogs have been barking all night.
the milk boiled over.
I did not sleep at all.
I did not sleep at all. I'm afraid I can't tolerate this rude behavior.
They could not take any decision about the dates of program.
If you are
If you
not
are not
polite,
polite, you will have to leave this job.
yes, correct. If you're not polite, you have to leave this job. Correct. Just turn to page number 83. You can have this, how to lodge oral complaints. They had given few examples. Meeta, Prakash, why did you give me? Yes, please.
Meeta, Prakash, why did you give me the wrong address? I lost 1 hour in locating Neelam house. Finally, I met Rajesh, who told me that her house was not in the railway colony, but in the Shivnagar colony in Tarnaka.
Correct, Mahek. Very good. Next, mother.
Mother,
How can you?
how can you be so careless, Anuja? Look at your room. It is so cluttered. Books are lying everywhere. Notebooks, pens, and pencils are scattered all over the place, and your uniform, shoes, and socks are lying in a heap on the floor. Don't you think you should tidy up?
Correct. Next.
Jamina, Mary, we were supposed to meet Mr. Jones yesterday for the timetable of practical examinations, but you never turned up for the meeting. What happened? Was there some misunderstanding?
Okay. Next one.
Amina, ouch, why can't you walk properly, Jasmine? Look what you have done. You walked all over the Rangoli, and I have spent 2 hours on it now. It's a complete mess.
Okay.
Kiran, you stepped on my foot. Why can't you be more careful when you walk?
Okay. Very good. See, in all these sentences, here the reason has been clearly mentioned. What could be the reason? First, they had complained, and the reason behind the complaint has been clearly mentioned. Yes. Can you see in the first one? Meeta is complaining Prakash for giving her wrong address, and
Yes,
that is the reason. And the result is that her time was wasted because of the wrong address. The time was wasted, and the reason is giving the wrong address is the reason. And then the second one, the complaint is from the angry mother who is very annoyed with the mess in Anuja's room. She describes how the room looks with the clothes, books, pens, and pencils and notebooks all over. Look at her use of different adjectives like untidy, cluttered, and scattered. Then she suggests what Anuja should do. First, the mother. This is a complaint about complaint which was given by the mother, angry mother. Let's say angry mother because the room was dirty, which the mess went by her daughter, and the adjectives she had used untidy, cluttered, and scattered. She clearly mentioned the reason the room was dirty, and then she told what she can do to keep her room better. In C, Jayla is upset with Mary because she forgot the meeting on the previous day, but then she also asked for clarification. What happened to Mary? Did she just forgot, or was there any serious reason for her not attending the meeting? See, in the third sentence, Jayla did not attend the meeting which was held yesterday, and she was also thinks what may be the reason for her absence. Is there any other reason that she was unable to attend the meeting? In sentence D, Amina is angry because Jasmine walked on her carefully drawn rangoli. She describes the result as a mess. C, Amina is drawing the rangoli, but by mistake, maybe by mistake, Jasmine walked on it and it make it as a mess. Finally, E, see, Kiran howls in pain as someone has stepped on his foot in the bus. You stepped on my foot. Why can't you be more careful when you walk? So, Kiran howls. Actually, this is the word howls used for the animals when they shout loud. So, Kiran howls because someone stepped on her leg. And she said the reason someone has stepped on their foot. And also, they had given a suggestion like, why can't you be more careful when walking? Understood? Yes.
discussion I should read, ma'am.
Discussion done. Let's go for the formal oral complaints. Page number 84. Formal oral complaints. Raghav to hotel manager.
Ma'am, can you please show some pictures on display?
Regarding?
Regarding this topic.
Regarding this topic, formal oral complaints.
Yes, ma'am. We don't have textbooks, that's why.
Okay, actually the PPT is not ready for this one, formal oral complaints.
Okay, ma'am, no problem. Continue.
Okay. Why don't you have textbook? You did not receive it.
I have but don't have one.
Okay. You have, but you don't have. See, actually, time up. I don't know when the this will cut, but you have keep on reading the textbook, and you at the end of the every topic you have questions like model examination questions. You'll get the questions from this model examination questions only, and also you'll get the small questions from check your progress. Short answers from check your progress and the long answers from the model question examination questions. So go through the lesson thoroughly, then try to answer these questions by yourself from the textbook itself. If you read the concepts, you will understand the concept. Then you can able to write the answers your own. If you understand the concept, so that you can write it your by own. So try to read the textbook more and more and understand the concept. If you are not able to understand anything, you can ask me in the next class. And next class will be our final class. And I'll cover block 3, preparation for the interviews, a very important topic. Is there any doubts in today's class?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is my class helpful?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, can you please explain one
Yes.
letter formation, ma'am?
From block 1, right?
Yeah, ma'am. Letter formation for police stop to commas for
Okay.
subject
Okay.
Ma'am?
Who is
is the
this?
main
Can I?
topic.
Karthik.
Yeah, ma'am. Karthik.
Okay. Actually, as of today, the class has been completed. Can I explain in the next class?
Yeah, ma'am. Okay, no problem.
I'll prepare a PPT regarding that, and I'll explain you. The first topic will be this.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, please.
Excuse me.
Yes. Mehak.
Ma'am, explain me about one block one, ma'am. Block one.
Sorry.
Block one.
Block 1. Okay. You did not attend the first class, I think, right? Yes. Okay. In the next class, I'm going to give a small introduction about the block 1 and the letter reading. Then I'll go for the block 3 preparation for the interviews. Okay. As of now, the time is over, so I'm unable to extend this class. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Yes, please.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
More any doubts? I have to explain for the next class.
For condolences, have to write it in
Condolences, we have to
write in a box, ma'am.
write in the box. It's not writing in the box.
Textbook they had in the box manner, ma'am.
Okay, they had given, but they simply use in that way. That's it. The language expressions will be different when we are showing the sympathy and the condolences. That's it. We have to show in the language.
Thank you, ma'am.
Go through the textbook. Thoroughly
ma'am.
read the textbook. Yes, please.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, is there any way we could reach out to you in case we have doubts? That is like outside from classes.
I don't think so. You can write it on a paper and ask in the next class. Most of those I will try to clarify in the next class.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello.
చెప్పు బ్రో.
నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకా క్లాస్ ఉందా?
ఇప్పుడు కాదు బ్రో, 1:30కి.
ఏంటి ఉన్నాయి? జై శ్రీరామ్ ఉన్నాయా లేకుంటే ఉదయమాత్రం ఉన్నాయా? ఏమున్నాయి చెప్పు.
అంజీ
డన్నా బ్రో, 1:30కి క్లాస్ మళ్ళీ ఇంకా.
ఓ ఖైరతాబాద్ ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా? ఖైరతాబాద్
హైదరాబాద్ వాళ్ళు ఎవరు లేరు. కాదు బ్రో, ఆంధ్ర వాళ్ళకి తెలంగాణ వాళ్ళకి సేమ్ ఫెబ్లోనే కదా ఎగ్జామ్స్, థర్డ్
సేమ్
సెమ్.
సేమ్ సేమ్ యూనివర్సిటీ కదా, సేమ్ అంతా.
సో ఆంధ్ర వాళ్ళకి ఏమైనా డిఫరెంట్ ఉంటదేమో అనుకున్నా.
సేమ్.
వాళ్ళ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ వస్తుంది కదా. బ్రో ఇది ఎవరిది బ్రో? బ్యూరో హెచ్వైడి అది ఎవరిది?
ఎవడో హౌలగాడు పెట్టుకుని పేరు, అందరు రెస్పెక్ట్ చేస్తారు.
బ్రో
ఓహో.
తనే హోస్ట్ అనుకుంటా బ్రో, అక్కడ పక్కన చూడు హోస్ట్ అని కనిపిస్తుంది
కదా.
ఇన్వైట్ చేసిన
అదే
లింక్
బ్రో.
తనే. ఆయననే తిడుతున్నా.
సారీ సార్.
ఎవరో పెద్ద మనిషి అయి ఉంటారు బ్రో.
అవునవును, సారీ.
సరే బ్రో, నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో కలుసుకుందాం.
సరే సరే.
నెక్స్ట్ ఏం క్లాస్
ఏం
ఉంది
పేరు?
బ్రో?
నెక్స్ట్
ఏముంది?
చెప్తాను ఆగు బ్రో. మన 1:30 కదా, ఇది ఐసిటి.
అరే అవును, అది
CTR.
వినాలి. అది దేని గురించో కూడా తెలియదు.
విన్నాక తెలుసుకుందులే బ్రో.
ఏం పేరు?
శివ.
శివ, కార్తీక్,
ఖైరతాబాద్
శివ.
బ్రో నాది కూడా.
అవునా, కనిపించలే మరి
నీది
ఎప్పుడు.
ఖైరతాబాదేనా?
అవునవును.
నువ్వు కాలేజీకి వచ్చినావా బ్రో?
అంటే నిన్నమన్నానా?
నిన్న మొన్న కాలేజీ లేదుగా బ్రో. లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ ఎప్పుడన్నా కాలేజీకి వచ్చినావా ఖైరతాబాద్?
హైదరాబాద్ ఎందుకు వచ్చిన బ్రో?
నిన్నమన్నా అంటే
వెళ్ళి
గది
కదా
బ్రో.
బ్రో వచ్చింది క్లాసెస్ కి.
హైదరాబాద్
బ్రో
రాలేను. లాస్ట్ టైం వచ్చిన, మొన్న రాలేదు.
అదే బ్రో, లాస్ట్ టైం నేను రాలే, మొన్న నేను వచ్చిన, అందుకే మన ఇద్దరం కలవలే.
ఎగ్జామ్స్
కూకట్పల్లి కదా బ్రో వచ్చింది నువ్వు క్లాసెస్ కి.
నేను ఊకే అంటున్నా బ్రో.
మ్హూ.
నాది కుకట్పల్లి బ్రో, ఖైరతాబాద్ కాదు.
ఆడుకుంటున్నావా కొంచెం నాతో?
ఏం లేదు, జస్ట్ ఏమంటావా అని చెప్పినా బ్రో అంతే. ఓకే బాయ్ బ్రో.
బాయ్ బాయ్.
బాయ్ బాయ్.
Sir, good afternoon. Sir, classes is going on, sir, because I am not able to hear this. Microphone. Now I want to join this. Please. Hello? Hello, sir?